You like my new background? Well, I've just thought about it and here it is. I've manifested a new shelf full of books. New spiritual rules, yeah! Hello, beloved beings. Silas here from Hamburg. Today I'm gonna address a topic which is quite new territory for me, but an inspiring one. And my motto is what is inspiring for me may even inspire someone else. So the content is ready to be shared. The keywords are manifestation and group consciousness. Here is an example for you.
On a cold day, I arrived at home having a picture of a couple of warm drinks, my favorite sort of tea. Nobody else likes in our family. Around the same time, my beloved wife decided to make tea for herself, and who knows why he chose that very sort I prefer. She wanted to try it out. The next relevant picture in my physical reality was that couple of warm drinks I had just thought of. I realized group consciousness manifestation has an astonishing effect. You just have to practice it.
Since I've been practicing effortless manifestation, I realized how simple it works. It works like, you think of something and it will pop up in your reality bubble, in the space time bubble around you, wherever you are. It is really as easy and simple. And sometimes you have a logical explanation why a certain thing or a person pops up in your reality, because something is scheduled, and of course the thing is there, or the person is there, but you know uh, you used to approach it maybe from logic, and most of the time you can hang up at least on one logical explanation, and sometimes logic just breaks down. Your father is in front of the door. You open up the door, and there is your father, and you say you should be now in another country. Why? What's going on? And it's just funny because I've just thought about you, and here you are. Oh my God! And it sometimes it can be really weird. So no matter how different situations are, in manifestation patterns are in terms of their probability, once one thing they have in common, and this is that you think of something and it pops up in your reality. Now I'm gonna talk about two things that I found important in my experience. The one thing is that manifestation is really a social phenomenon or a group phenomenon, and the other thing is that it much more involves your intuition and the trust in your intuition rather than conscious control. I found that manifestation uh, works the best in terms of think and do pairs. This is how I call them, think and do pair. You think something of something, and somebody else is the key, and somebody does it for you, or somebody brings it to you, or somebody is just there for you, and then you ask them, and because they have the thing you have just thought of, and they will be delighted to give it to you. So this is like manifestation happens at a level where things, people, and places are connected, and I like to see um, these patterns in terms of this embeddedness in the physical and even non-physical experience. I want to be at a specific place at a specific time, and I consider it, oh no, it's no way to do it today, because I would need a car, and the car should be there at I don't know, 4 p.m. So that I can drive out. So no chance. And then you know, um, I walk on the street and here's another person, and this person that day was on the other end of the street. I used to go in this specific street on the left side always, but now I don't know why, but today I'm gonna go on the right side, and this is the prerequisites that that you can meet, and you meet, and you have an interaction, which is and you get to know each other. Excitement is there, inspiration somehow, and it turns out miraculously that he or she has a car, and he or she wants to drive out in the direction where you want to go on that day. And oh my god, this is the key. Oh, but if then I should expand this interaction. But if you make the connection again with your picture in your consciousness, oh my god, this is how I'm gonna get there at that time. So you will be there if you act upon your desire, but it is always about building up relationship, or a new relationship, or improve an old one, an existing one. It is very, very important. I found also important that that I assess. I thought of something and it pops up in my reality, and I only need to grab out, and but I have to communicate with another person to do that, and I have to somehow improve a relationship by sending out a positive energetic message or something, because I want to make a request in a way that is very positive, and it feels good. So, and other people will be delighted to assist me in having that specific thing. And now I realize that it's about relationship and love, and so that's why I found it important to assess whether if I act upon that desire, will it be beneficial for all of us or not. And it doesn't mean that you can have all the desires you want and you just have to act upon it. It involves a situation where you have the freedom to assess, and if you assess it, you make your assessment, and you think, yes, it is beneficial to have this exchange, and you have it, and then additionally you get the thing. Also, here comes another important aspect we are now touching upon, which is telepathy, because you have a thought, and another person may have an intuition, and they usually don't know that they do something in a way, because you have that picture in your head. You hopefully realize that it has nothing to do with your head, in your field of consciousness, if you want to call it like this. And so it means that they do something, maybe something unusual, but they do it, and then here you come in the situation, and here is a situation where you have your something in your reality, because another person holds it in their head. You are connected telepathically, obviously, but it doesn't mean that the other person exactly knows what you want. So you, in another level, now have another chance, or you have the chance again, if you like. So now you can communicate your desire, and so here a lot of times it breaks down at that spot for many people, and it is very important. Faithfully stand up for your desire. This is what my experience was, and it's meant to be like this. It is not like that the communication is spared for you. You don't have to communicate. Sometimes miracles can happen, meaning that you don't have to do anything, then you have everything. But usually it involves communication, and really the message behind it is very inspiring. It is like, don't wait for miracles to happen. Do miracles by yourself. Manifestation is a group phenomenon, as I see it. It involves usually a lot of people, a lot of things, a lot of places, but usually people, and it is about connectedness, and it is about trust. Trusting your intuition, trusting the other people, that that they will be ready to act in alignment with you. And I experienced this especially in the pre-Christmas time last year. You may be familiar with the phenomenon of pre-Christmas illness or sickness, because people are so overwhelmed. They have a lot to do, a lot of preparation, and they have to work, and so they get overwhelmed. And if they realize that that you don't have to do everything by yourself, you can play, think and do, think and do. Find out, are you a giver in a situation or a receiver? It's just feel into this think and do pair playing. And so you want to be the thinker now, or you're the doer, or so sometimes you are a thinker, sometimes you are a doer. Of course you're always a thinker and a doer, because it's always just you. But in a relative scale, it can manifestation is usually dispensed over a lot of people, maybe just two. And it can free you from a lot of stress, because now, oh my god, I just have to think about it. But it requires your active participation, because you don't just think of something, but if it somehow pops up in your reality, and there is only one requirement, is that you say something. It is really recommended that you act upon that desire, and here the thing will come into your life. And it was very easy. And the main thing will be the relationship you improve. And it was a very important insight for me, that we are connected telepathically, that we really have to practice a new communication. This experience of effortless manifestation is now more and more available for us. It doesn't mean that it would be new. What new is that we are more and more aligned with this phenomenon that is, that has been there all the time. The more love and clarity comes into our world, the more we will be able to explore this new capacity of effortless manifestation in us, and that we will be able to integrate it in our communication practice of our civilization. I hope you will leave with at least a glimpse of amazement and inspiration, and so that you will be ready to try it out in your life, or to continue it, or if you master it, and you make the next step. And this is our pill time now. I'm gonna show you something. I have 2.5 pills left, meaning that I have 5 days to go. Whew, I'm getting more and more excited. So let's have today's pill. This is how it is. It has to be, and